Right, the match.
Oh, hey.
The match is already in progress.
Oh, shit. We're in the business.
Yeah, it's like, here we go. So straight away, we're seeing a Manticore at the moment over on the blue team, like taking a bit of damage. We're going to like catch up a little bit here. Hopefully, we'll have a bit of
yeah. Yeah, we're seeing a pretty similar comp to one that we saw in the AT here from the red team, with two Navy battlecruisers being supported by the control of bow guns, facing up against a rather battleship heavy, like a heavy all-in armor comp from the blue side, and it looks like that Manticore actually held. Holy crap! Against all of that DPS that was going on to it.
Exactly, and just so you actually know at home as well, just to make things like interesting, we've got Red Alliance, which are the blue team, and we have Templis, Calsf, which are the red team.
Okay, and it looks like right now they're just positioning around each other. We've got that bow gun of the last Spartan, the head of the team charging in there, trying to tackle something down, trying to get onto perhaps one of those frigates so that the rest of his team can apply.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, we're looking at Templis Calsf actually moving in on Red Alliance. So, I mean, they are closing down. We've got drones out. I mean, it's certainly busy out there at the moment. But, kudos to Logic. Oh, that Kitsune, though, that's just taken a bit of a smack.
Yeah, from what I can see, he wasn't really applying any of his jams. He wasn't able to get him off. I don't know why that was. Perhaps there simply wasn't anything on the field he wanted to jam, but it does look like now, look at how much control is being applied by the Templis Calsf team. They are just holding these people in place so that those BCs can go to work and just start to track down those Manticores. The tracking bonus is doing wonders. Look at that Nemesis, and it's out of the fucking field as well.
Absolutely.
They're tearing through the support here.
I think it's really important to note that we've obviously got Templis Calsf that relied heavily on the RNG of E-War. It looks like they've actually got some decent jams off of there, and that's allowed them to just tear through the support wing of Red Alliance. So now Red Alliance are actually reduced down to their more major mainline ships, and we're going to have to see how they can actually react. Obviously, with less ships on the field for Red Alliance now, it means that E-War is going to apply better.
Yeah, just more than that. What you're looking at is you're looking at them needing to win a support war without having the ships to really do it. You've got a Typhoon, an Armageddon, and a Prophecy, all of which are really set up to just power DPS onto larger hulls like battleships or battle cruisers, and it doesn't look. I can't see them being able to break a Blackbird or a Purifier with that, and they really do need to right now because they are getting jammed out.
Exactly. I mean,
look at that Typhoon. Oh, it's just getting eaten away. Those bombers doing so much work.
Well, bombers massive DPS for what the actual ships are, but there again, it is. I think a big part of this is going to be down to the Blackbird Kitsune, just really giving Red Alliance a hell of a time there.
Yeah. And look, that Typhoon is bleeding structure, and it looks like they have actually switched onto the Blackbird here. They are making a good call, but it's too little and too late as the crux of their composition. One of their two armor battleships is down, leaving them with only one battleship, probably their Lynx on that Prophecy and the Aneros, to attempt to hold out against this amount of just sheer incoming damage.
Absolutely, and I think that at this point, I mean, the writing is definitely on the wall for Red Alliance, although, I think that they initially did really well. It was a great catch on the bombers when that started off. Just so, if you're new to all of this as well, you've actually got 3 bars that are showing for each team. You've got the defense bar. The blue bit there is the passive tank that they have available, and the purpley bit is the active tank. You've then got the attack bar, which obviously is being applied more by Templis Calsf at the moment, and then you actually have control, which are the number of modules which are available, such as E-War, webs, all of those sorts of things.
Yeah, and it's worth noting that you can see by the grey part of that bar how much out of the potential DPS is being applied. So you can see that Red Alliance, despite still having a decent amount of potential offense on the field, simply isn't able to put any of it down due to the lack of application. And equally, the amount that the Templis Calsf is putting down is enough to put that prophecy super, super low. They're just going to burn through his reps here, not even worrying about that Aneros, and he's down as well. That's taking links off the field for the remaining 2 ships, and it looks like everything else on the field is jammed, with those drones just firing on the same thing they've been firing on for the past, 3 or 4 minutes.
Absolutely, and it could easily be a case of Chatlanin, who is the team captain for Red Alliance. They may be saved until last, because normally it's good for them to actually keep the FC on the field last to make sure that the rest of the fleet doesn't warp off.
Fortunately, no one's allowed to warp off here because this is a place for no cowards. Instead, we're just seeing Chutney taking damage, split fire between the 2 remaining ships on the field. Something that will be equally familiar to people who are used to fleet combat.
That's right. Never not ungroup your guns and shoot all the things.
You've got to whore on those kills. You've got to. It is mandatory.
Well, kill boards are important. It's nice to see that no one's dropped Corp yet, though, so that's a good thing. So yeah, we're just coming into the final kind of stretch. It looks like they're focusing a little bit more now on the Armageddon from the Templis Calsf team. So the Red Alliance FC, is coming into the last moments that they're going to be here, and then obviously we'll just have the Logi component left. There again, I feel greatly for the Logi chaps because it's that E-War as far as I'm concerned. When it works, it's absolutely stunning. When it doesn't work, then your team just gets shredded. This time round, we're seeing Templis Califs actually have their E-War applied well. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's worth probably taking a look at what these compositions were trying to do because I feel like these are going to probably come up again at some point. Templis Calsf running a very offensive control-based comp similar to the double Typhoon fleet issues we saw last Alliance tournament, running in that Balgorn and then just trying to hold something down so the Navy battlecruisers can take care of it with their huge DPS. And the team of Red Alliance was attempting to use 2 armor battleships to, put DPS on big targets like those Navy battlecruisers.
Absolutely. Obviously, we've had good fights called in local. Obviously, it was a clean sweep there for Templis Calsf. And congratulations to them on the first win of the Anchor Games too. We'll now head